So I decided to build a digital product business from scratch using AI. No team, no big budget, no prior experience selling online. Just me, a laptop, and a few AI tools. And honestly, it worked. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did, what AI tools I used, how I found my product idea, how I created and sold it, and what I'd do differently if I started again today. Let's get into it. Why digital products? Before anything else, I want to explain why I chose digital products specifically. Unlike physical products, you don't need to manage inventory, deal with shipping, or worry about manufacturing costs. A digital product, whether it's an ebook, a template, a mini course, a Notion dashboard, a Canva pack, or a printable, is created once and sold unlimited times. That's the magic of it. Your profit margins are massive because your cost per sale is essentially zero after the initial creation. And with AI tools now available to almost everyone, the creation process has become dramatically faster. What used to take weeks of writing, designing, or coding can now be done in hours if you know how to use the right tools. That's the single biggest unlock for beginners right now. You don't need to be an expert in design or writing. You just need to understand what your audience needs and how to deliver it in a useful, packaged format. Digital products also let you earn while you sleep, a concept that sounds cliché but becomes very real when you wake up to a Stripe notification. The business model is simple. Pick a niche, solve a problem, package the solution, and sell it. AI makes each of those steps faster and easier than ever before. Finding a product idea with AI. This is where most beginners get stuck, coming up with an idea that people will actually pay for. I used ChatGPT and a bit of Reddit research to speed this process up massively. My approach was to find a specific audience with a specific frustration. Then think about what kind of digital product could solve that frustration quickly. I started by prompting ChatGPT with something like, "What are common problems faced by freelance graphic designers when it comes to client management?" The responses gave me a list of real pain points, things like scope creep, unclear briefs, late payments, and inconsistent onboarding. I then went to Reddit and searched communities like r/freelance and r/graphic_design to validate whether these problems were real and commonly discussed. They were. Once I had a validated pain point, I asked ChatGPT to help me brainstorm digital product types that could solve it. We landed on a client onboarding toolkit, a bundle of editable templates for client intake forms, project briefs, proposal documents, and invoice reminders. It wasn't a revolutionary idea, but it was specific, useful, and clearly aimed at a defined audience. The research phase took me less than 2 days because AI compressed what would normally require weeks of manual survey work and market analysis. The key lesson here is to let AI help you brainstorm and explore, but to use real platforms like Reddit, Etsy, and Gumroad to validate that the demand actually exists. Creating the product using AI tools. Once I had the idea locked in, it was time to build the product, and this is where AI really helped speed things up. I used ChatGPT to create most of the written content inside the templates. For example, I asked it to generate a client intake form for freelance designers, then edited it to make it sound more natural and specific. For design work, I used Canva and combined it with AI prompts to plan layouts and structure the content. I turned everything into editable Canva templates so buyers could easily customize them. I also used Claude to write the product description, FAQ section, and post-purchase email. Getting the copy right mattered a lot because it directly affects conversions. Overall, the full product took about 4 days of part-time work, something that would normally take weeks without AI, especially without a design background. Setting up the store and sales page. One chose Gumroad because it's beginner-friendly, free to start, and handles payments, delivery, and basic affiliate setup. You can get a product live in under an hour. For the sales page, I used Claude and ChatGPT to write the copy. I followed a simple structure: hook, problem, solution, what's included, who it's for, social proof, price, and a clear call to action. I kept everything clean and focused no fluff or gimmicks. For the visuals, I used Canva mockups and free design assets. The cover matters a lot on platforms like Gumroad, So I made sure it looked professional and clearly explained the product. One thing that helped early on was giving the product for free to a few people in exchange for honest feedback and testimonials. I found them through Facebook groups and Discord communities. Within a week, I had real reviews, which made a big difference in conversions. Even a few genuine testimonials can significantly improve trust when you're starting from zero. What the numbers actually looked like, I want to be transparent because a lot of content around digital products oversells the results. In my first month, I made around $180 from 12 sales, not life-changing, but real money from a product I built in less than a week using free tools. By month 3, after refining my Pinterest strategy, growing a small TikTok audience, and adding 2 more products, I was making $400, $600 per month consistently. It's not a full-time income, but it's a solid side income with very little ongoing work. The upfront effort was real, around 20 to 25 hours for research, creation, and setup, but maintenance is minimal. Occasional updates, customer replies, and consistent posting. The biggest lesson is that one product usually isn't enough. You need a small catalog of 3-5 products that can cross-sell to the same audience. AI also makes building that catalog much faster, since you can create new products in days instead of weeks. If you're starting out, treat your first product as a foundation, not the final goal. Mistakes I made and what I'd do differently. Let me quickly share the mistakes I made so you can avoid them. First, my product was too broad. I tried building a full freelance toolkit, but it was unfocused. When I narrowed it to client onboarding for designers, sales improved immediately. Specificity sells. Second, my product description was weak at the start. Once I rewrote it with a clear hook, outcomes, and a strong CTA, conversions went up without extra traffic. Third, I didn't build an email list early. I sent all traffic straight to Gumroad instead of collecting emails, which made future launches harder. Fourth, I underpriced my product at $7 out of insecurity. The market could support much more, and low pricing reduced perceived value. How to get started today. If you're watching this and thinking you want to try this for yourself, here's the simplified action plan. Start by picking a niche you understand. It doesn't have to be your professional expertise, just an area where you have enough knowledge to identify real problems. Use ChatGPT to brainstorm product ideas and then validate them on Reddit, Etsy, and Gumroad by looking at what's already selling. Create your first product using AI for the content and Canva for the design. Keep it simple. A focused template pack, a checklist bundle, or a short written guide is enough to start. Set up a free Gumroad account, write a solid sales page with AI assistance, and get a few free copies out to beta users for feedback and testimonials. Then start posting content on one platform consistently, using AI to help you generate ideas and scripts. The whole setup can be done in a single week if you're focused. The barrier to entry has never been lower. AI has leveled the playing field for beginners who don't have design skills, writing expertise, or business experience. What matters now is your willingness to take action, stay consistent, and keep learning from what the market tells you. The tools are there. The opportunity is there. The only thing missing is you actually starting. That's everything I've learned from building my beginner digital product business with AI. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a real, legitimate business model that rewards people who take it seriously and put in consistent effort. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe because I post new content every week on building income online. Drop a comment below telling me what niche you're thinking about. I read every single one. And if you want to go deeper, I've linked some of my favorite AI tools and resources in the description. I'll see you in the next one.